Let's see here. I will cast big money spell for financial freedom. What's going on, guys? It's Fred from Influencer Unchained, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you 9 different Fiverr gigs to make money with that'll absolutely blow your mind. And while most of these gigs are quite hilarious, my hope is also that this video will inspire you to try out some creative ways to make some money online. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're a wizard or some other kind of magic practitioner, then you might very well be able to offer your mystical abilities on Fiverr. As surprising as it sounds, spellcasting is actually an incredibly popular category on the platform, with gigs such as this one that promises quote-unquote submissive, obsessive love getting tons of orders. And while I'm by no means an expert in the metaphysical arts, from looking at these gigs, it seems like all you need to do is tell people what type of spell you've cast for them, and at most send them a description of its supposed effects. What this means is that people can just look up how a lot of these spells are performed and start making money on Fiverr, although I don't actually advocate scamming people. For example, here we have a gig that charges $85 for a so-called big money spell, which I highly doubt actually works. But I think the most interesting thing is that some of these gigs are unbelievably highly rated, with many customers claiming that the spells do indeed work. Again, I am by no means an expert in this type of stuff, but it does make me wonder how many of these supposed success stories are just self-fulfilling prophecies. And even if they are, perhaps there still is some value to that. Video gaming and esports are all the rage now, with gamers taking to platforms like Twitch and YouTube to make a living as influencers. And with the fantasy of being able to play games with your favorite streamers or even just attractive strangers comes a new, admittedly a bit strange opportunity for making money. Game sessions is a new category on Fiverr that offers not just coaching sessions and leveling services as you'd expect, but also just offers to simply play your favorite games with you for a small fee, of course. Now, this is by no means anything like dating or much less something more inappropriate, because it looks like the most successful of these offerings are ones where people are legitimately friendly, fun to play games with, or even quite skilled at certain games. For example, this gig here charges starting from $20 to just play games with you, with longer games or sessions costing more, which seems a bit costly for something seemingly so casual and easy. But if we scroll all the way down to check out the reviews, we'll begin to realize that people really appreciate the good times this person was able to share with them, hence the popularity and viability of this gig. So if you're a fun person to hang out with and loves playing video games, this can be an easy way for you to make some side cash while enjoying yourself.
Hello mortals, it's me, your favorite Lord and Savior, Jesus. And this Fiverr gig is the answer to your prayers. Yeah.
While this person probably hasn't gained a religious following from impersonating Jesus, he has however been able to make thousands of dollars, if not more, by doing so. As you can see here, he charges starting from $10 for delivering any hilariously customized message as Jesus, and has thousands of 5-star reviews to his holy name. And so at number 7, we have the greeting cards and videos category, in which people have gotten really creative with many different ways to deliver a variety of greetings, from happy birthdays to Halloween party invitations. Formats for these gigs range from funny and bizarre impersonations or acting as we just saw, to video greetings such as putting someone's name on a fake news broadcast. So whether you're funny on camera or video editing savvy, doing greetings can be a great way to make money on Fiverr, especially right before certain holidays like Halloween. I think the sky is really the limit with this one, especially with people's increased appetite for meme-worthy stuff.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Fiverr, happy birthday to you.
Speaking of memes, that is exactly what our next category entails. Turn your talent for dancing into a music video Fiverr gig, or even do funny reaction videos for people, or act out different roles in a video skit. You can really let your creativity and talent run wild for this one. Like I said, people nowadays have a huge appetite for meme-worthy and funny video clips, and I can only see the demand for this going up. Here, we not only have people offering to speak, dance, or act out other people's requests, but also even gigs like eating any type of food on camera. So if you think you can provide this kind of entertainment for people, viral videos could be a fitting category for you. You've probably heard of the Tinder dating app, but did you know that there's also a full suite of Fiverr gigs dedicated to helping people optimize their profiles to give them the best chances of landing a date? With just a little bit of experimentation and research, you yourself can become a Tinder profile manager, offering people advice about their profile setups and sometimes even logging into their accounts to help them interact with prospects. People go to very great lengths for love, and you'd be surprised at how much one can earn by becoming this special kind of social media manager. For instance, this person here charges $30 for just a review of your profile, $100 for a week's worth of management, and $200 for a month's worth. Add on the fact that one can easily review and manage multiple Tinder profiles at the same time, and this type of gig can be quite lucrative indeed, as long as you're confident in your ability to get people results, of course.
The hell do you know about being a bastard? In this time, in this place, I can never be known as John Stark.
Many people get a kick out of hearing their favorite characters, celebrities, or politicians say something silly or customize messages to prank or surprise their friends. So if you have the voice for it, or even just find a convincing enough sound changer software, which by the way I would also love to have, impersonations could very well be a fun, easy, and viable gig for you. And if you're able to stay on top of the most recent trends in popular culture, being the first person on Fiverr who does a certain impersonation could make you a lot of money.
What's going on, you guys? This is Cockman Bruh. Welcome to Fiverr.com. Okay, here's how it goes. You send a script and I record it. After you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh, this so cool, he read my script, yeah, this so cool, you guys. So order now. Only $10. Oh, that's pretty good.
Collecting things has always been an integral part of human history, with certain people placing a ton of value on items that, from an outsider's point of view, doesn't seem to hold much significance. Some have even been able to make a living by investing in collectibles that eventually go up in value. And in the same vein, if you're a curator or collector of something that's somewhat popular, it's likely that you'll also be able to start a gig for that on Fiverr, whether it be appraising people's collectibles or sending them something that you can source for cheap. And yet another option in this category would be if you live in a city or town where people would want souvenirs or even local products from, such as Japanese snacks or Australian postage stamps, you could easily create a gig that has you mailing these items abroad to those who want them. You can even get as creative as this person here, who literally writes people's names on locks and attaches them to a lucky post in Italy. People no longer have to go to great lengths to create special customized messages on virtually any medium, from having children read them out in deliberately broken English to flexing your brand name on the side of expensive cars and on girls' shirts. And while in most cases doing so yourself is oftentimes expensive or impractical, you could easily pay someone on Fiverr to make such a video for you for just a few dollars, or in the case of you wanting to make some money, do this for other people. There are a lot of possibilities that fall under this category, from video editing to reading stuff out in a funny way, to even being a model for other people's products, brand names, or messages. And again, when it comes to meme-worthy stuff, the possibilities are virtually endless.
Hello, Frankie speaking.
Hello, Frankie. It's Stephen Davis here.
Calling people on the phone has in a lot of cases taken a backseat to other forms of communication like instant messaging and posting and commenting on social media. However, this also means that a lot of people can be quite intimidated by the prospect of having to make an important phone call. And that's probably why there exists a category on Fiverr dedicated to helping people make calls. It's interesting that you can also make money by saving people some anxiety. All the customer needs to do is specify what they want to be said or asked, and the provider of the service simply needs to comply and report back their findings. It's also worth mentioning that a lot of these gigs also include mystery and prank calls, which admittedly aren't as popular as before due to most of the younger generation again resorting to instant messaging, but are still a potential money maker if you're great at trolling people or just messing with them. On the other hand, if you're confident, persuasive, and have a way with words, you can actually help people achieve success with effective professional phone calls. And with that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and hitting that notification bell for more videos about making money online just like this one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.